What should I do if my boat engine suddenly stops? If you're out on the water and your boat engine suddenly stops, it can be a stressful and frustrating experience. But don't worry, there are several steps you can take to diagnose and potentially fix the issue. First, let's start with the simplest checks. Ensure that the safety lanyard, if your boat has one, is properly attached to the engine key. Sometimes this lanyard can come loose, preventing the engine from starting. Next, check that your boat is in neutral. If the gearshift lever is not in the neutral position, the engine won't start. Make sure it's firmly in the middle, between forward and reverse. Now let's look at fuel-related issues. Running out of gas is a common problem, so ensure your fuel gauge is accurate and that you have enough fuel. If you're using gas with ethanol, it can loosen gunk in the tank, which might clog the fuel filters. Check and clean or replace the fuel filters if necessary. If fuel isn't the issue, it might be an electrical problem. Check the battery voltage. If it's low, charge the battery to around 12.6 volts. Ensure the battery switch is set to on or both if your boat has 2 batteries. Also, inspect the battery cables for any loose or rusted connections. Another common issue is the engine not being primed properly. Depending on your boat's type and year, you might need to turn the key to the on position and wait until the engine starts up. Check if gasoline is flowing to the engine and that the primer is not broken. If the engine was running but suddenly stopped, it could be due to a lack of cooling water. Check the raw water intake valves on the lower unit for any blockages like seaweed or plastic bags. Clearing these obstructions can often get you back running. Vibration or prop issues can also cause the engine to stop. If you notice vibration, it might be due to a damaged propeller. Slow down and try to get to shore to inspect the propeller for any damage or debris wrapped around the shaft. Electrical failures, such as a blown fuse or trip breaker, can also stop the engine. Check the kill switch and ignition switches for any loose connections or corrosion. Sometimes, simply cleaning the terminals with a wire brush and using an anti-corrosion product can resolve the issue. Finally, if none of these steps work, it might be a more serious issue like water in the fuel system or a major electrical or mechanical failure. In such cases, it's best to call for professional help, such as a towing service, to get your boat back to shore safely. By following these steps, you'll be better equipped to handle the situation if your boat engine suddenly stops, and you might even be able to get back on the water quickly. Remember, prevention is key, so regular maintenance and inspections can go a long way in avoiding these issues altogether.